So, what happens when one of the world's most powerful entrepreneurs goes to war with the AI company he actually helped create? Look, this isn't just some billionaire feud. It's way, way bigger than that. This is a battle for the future of artificial intelligence. Who controls it, who gets rich from it, and whether its original noble mission was completely betrayed. To really get what's going on, you have to see the massive gulf between the initial promise and where we are today.
At the very heart of this whole fight is this fundamental split. On one side, you've got the founding mission, this incredible promise to build AI for the good of every single person on the planet. And on the other side, well, you've got today's reality, a closed-off, for-profit giant worth billions, in bed with one of the largest corporations in the world.
So the big question is, what on earth went wrong? How does a nonprofit research lab with this, utopian vision become the absolute epicenter of a massive legal and philosophical war? To figure that out, we got to go back, way back to the beginning.
Okay, let's rewind, because before all the billions and the lawsuits, OpenAI started as something completely different. It was, believe it or not, an alliance that was formed with one ambitious goal: to safeguard the future of humanity. Picture this. It's 2015. OpenAI is born as a nonprofit. Its mission was crystal clear: make sure that artificial general intelligence, we're talking AI that's as smart as a human, would be a force for good. The founding team was a total who's who of tech, including guys like Sam Altman and, maybe most importantly, Elon Musk, who personally threw millions into the cause.
And this right here gets to the core of why Musk was ever involved. He was constantly warning about the dangers of AI being locked down by just a few big companies chasing profits. For him, an open, nonprofit lab was the perfect solution. But well, that idealistic dream was about to smash headfirst into a very, very expensive reality.
And that collision? It led to the first major turning point in this whole saga, a huge pivot away from the original mission, all driven by one simple, unavoidable thing: money. By 2018, just 3 years in, Musk was out. He left the board, and the official story was a potential conflict of interest with his AI work at Tesla. But behind the scenes, you can bet there were much deeper fights brewing about the company's direction and its desperate, desperate need for cash. Because here was the problem. Training these world-class AI models costs an insane amount of money. We're talking billions. So in 2019, OpenAI comes up with this clever, kind of weird hybrid structure, the capped profit model. It was basically a way to bring in big money investors by promising them a return, but only up to a certain limit, a cap, all while the original nonprofit board would supposedly stay in charge.
So you can see how the dominoes just fell one by one. The problem was they were running out of money. The solution was this new corporate setup. That new setup was exactly what they needed to land a huge partner, Microsoft, who just started pouring billions of dollars in. And the result? OpenAI finally had the kind of funding it needed to actually compete with giants like Google.
And this right here is where the two sides just completely split. From Musk's point of view, this was a straight-up betrayal of everything they started. But from OpenAI's side, it was just being practical. It was a necessary evolution. Their argument was, look, without the money, the mission would have failed anyway. We wouldn't have had the resources to do anything.
Now, this internal fight wasn't going to stay behind closed doors for very long. The next phase of this story is where it all explodes into a very public rivalry. And it's all thanks to a single product launch that changed absolutely everything.
November 2022. That's the date. OpenAI releases ChatGPT to the public, and the world just changed, almost overnight. The result was nothing short of historic. ChatGPT became this global phenomenon. It turned OpenAI from just a research lab into a full-blown AI superpower, with a huge valuation and hundreds of millions of users. Suddenly, the stakes were astronomical. So how does Musk respond? In 2023, he officially jumps into the ring himself. He launches his own AI company, xAI, to go head-to-head with the organization he helped build. The battle lines were officially drawn. But this was never just going to be a business competition. It was about to become a legal fight for what some people have called the very soul of AI. Then, in early 2024, Musk takes the fight to the courts. He files this massive lawsuit, and the core claim is this: OpenAI broke its founding agreement when it became a closed-source, for-profit company that was basically just a subsidiary of Microsoft. OpenAI fired right back, of course, saying the claims were baseless and alleging that Musk himself had actually supported a for-profit plan back when he was involved. And the drama just kept escalating. Reports started to surface about this staggering offer from Musk, over $90 billion to acquire control of OpenAI's nonprofit arm. From his perspective, it seems, he was trying to put the genie back in the bottle. But the board said no. They rejected it. They put out a statement saying the offer didn't align with their mission, which only intensified the public debate. So what was it? Was Musk trying to restore the original vision, or was this a hostile takeover to seize control of the world's leading AI lab for himself? And this is where the story becomes so much bigger than just two titans of tech. It forces all of us to ask a really fundamental question. Who should control the future? I mean, this is the core dilemma, right? Who do we actually trust with this incredibly powerful technology? Should it be a nonprofit board? Should it be corporate shareholders just chasing profit? How about a single powerful billionaire? Or should governments maybe step in and regulate the whole thing? There are no easy answers here. It really all boils down to two conflicting worldviews. Musk's side argues that for AI to be safe, it has to stay open and non-commercial, and they keep pointing to OpenAI's deep ties with Microsoft as a huge red flag. OpenAI side argues that to build AI safely, you need massive amounts of capital and infrastructure that only a huge corporate partnership can provide. The wild thing is, both sides claim they are doing what's best for humanity. So, where are we now? Well, the courtroom battle is still going, and its outcome could set a massive precedent for how every single AI company is structured and governed in the future. But no matter who wins in court, this deeper question is going to stick around. In the world we live in today, is it even possible to build something truly revolutionary, something that changes the world, without needing billions and billions of dollars from a massive corporation? Because ultimately, this isn't just a story about a company and its founder. It's a preview of the power struggles that are going to define our time. Because whoever controls the most advanced AI is going to have the power to shape civilization itself. The real question is, who should we trust with that power?